Coming up on Pocono Mountains Magazine, explore the Hop-On Hop-Off Wine Trolley with Bri Dee. Meet the sisters helping guests relax and unwind in more ways than one.
Teeing off with friends at Woodloch Springs for a fun round of golf. Plus exploring one of the oldest state parks in PA at Promised Land, which lives up to its name.
How a beloved former summer camp is being revived and reimagined. Ride along with the 3 generations sharing their horses and home. Sitting down with a NASCAR driver at the Pocono Raceway. Then, the bond between 2 drivers at another special race in the region.
Hello and welcome to the August edition of Pocono Mountains Magazine. Summer's not over yet. There's still plenty of time for fun and adventures here in the Pocono Mountains.
Like great views and golfing at our resorts like Skytop Lodge here. Our county fairs are happening this month, sunshine at Lake Wallenpaupack, and plenty of events leading us right into autumn.
Let's tee things off though here for this episode with a little adventure along the Pocono Beverage Trail on a unique trolley ride with Bri Dee.
If you're looking for a way to safely sip your way around some of the best wineries, breweries, and distilleries in the Pocono Mountains and do it in style, we have just the perfect way.
On this latest Bri Dee adventure, we're taking you on the Hop-On Hop-Off Wine Trolley, a unique and worry-free way to explore the Pocono Beverage Trail and beyond.
Hi, this is Peter with the Pocono Day Tripper, and welcome aboard the Wine Tour Trolley. We're taking Bri Dee out for a nice adventure. We have 2 options. We have a public tour, which is catered to the 2s, 3s, groups of 4, 5s. Once you get up to the 8, 10, 12s, then you have an option of a private or a public tour. The private tour, you can cater to the stops to your requirements, whereas the public tour is a dedicated tour, 4 stops. We get you out there. We provide safe transportation. When people see us out on the road, we get a lot of thumbs up, a lot of yay, way to go, you know. Typically the tours last anywhere from 5 to 6 hours. We give you an ample time of an hour at each stop, and we travel about 35, 40 miles. And our first stop is Blue Ridge.
Makes different stops all the time, but beginning here today at the beautiful Blue Ridge Winery in Saylorsburg. So nice.
What do you think of our first stop?
I love it. What do you think?
I love it too. They have amazing wine, good food,
and tons of places to enjoy each other's company.
I mean, what more can you ask for?
And right away we both found our favorite. You're the white, I'm the red.
Yes.
We're off the trolley. We've made it to our second stop, Eagles Rest Cellars, just a few miles from downtown Stroudsburg in the beautiful Cherry Valley with the owner, Royce. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
I know you and your family started with a Christmas tree farm. What made you go from that to the winery?
Christmas Tree Farm was my dad's vision. He started it in 1984 when he bought this farm. At one point, we're thinking, okay, how are we gonna make a little bit more money out of this farm? I went out to Blue Ridge Winery and Estate, met Randy, and within 45 minutes, Randy talked me into starting a winery.
And one of the great things about Eagles Rest Cellars is veteran-owned, which resonates with a lot of people.
All our wine labels are named after aviation terms. It's because my father was Air Force, and then he flew for Trans World Airlines, TWA. I signed up for the Air Force and served 25 years. And I met my wife at Navigator Training.
And for people who are stopping by, what can they expect? You have a little bit of everything when it comes to your flavors.
We do. We have dry, sweet, red, white, on top of semi-sweet, semi-dry. So a little bit of everything. We host about 15 different wines. We do music on the weekends. We will host events like graduation, any kind of celebration.
Well, Royce, thank you so much for having us. Speaking of things to do, I'm about to challenge Deanna to some horseshoeing, so.
Oh, excellent.
We'll see who's gonna win this one.
Cheers.
Cheers to
The
that.
regulation distance, so good luck.
at our third location, Tolino Vineyards in Courthouse Square in downtown Stroudsburg.
This is just a great spot because you can eat downtown, shop, come for a glass of wine. They've got a great area where you could sit inside, a little private outdoor patio. And you know I love my sweet red wine. They've got the perfect one here, Sunnyside.
All right, let's go check it out.
All right, because why not? Such a great spot. And Deanna, I think you're gonna like our next spot too, because it's female owned and we're taking a little break from the winery scene and we're going to a distillery. Should we go check it out?
Yeah, so we're not done yet. Come along. And last but not least, we're here at Silverback Distillery.
Female owned and operated.
And like one of our previous stops, veteran owned as well.
They make a variety of award-winning cocktails.
Especially the smoked ones, which I chose one today.
And you can find a lot of Silverback's products in local establishments, including two we visited today, Tolino's and Eagle Rest Cellars.
I found my calling. This is so cool because I get to meet new and interesting people just like you every week. My new tagline is you will arrive as a guest and leave as a friend.
Cheers to another great Bri Dee adventure. In addition to the Hop-On Hop-Off Wine Trolley, Pocono Day Tripper runs a number of other tours, including the historic and the haunted trolley tours.
Be sure to check out the Pocono Beverage Trail featuring over 24 wineries, breweries, and distilleries over our 4-county region, and learn more about our mobile passport and how to redeem points on PoconoBeverageTrail.com.
We're Bri Dee with the Pocono Television Network.
Abby Gilmore's got nothing on this crew. Join us at Woodloch Springs for a round of golf with the guys, coming up on Pocono Mountains Magazine.
Escape the noise, find peace, and discover a new path to wellness, coming up on Pocono Mountains Magazine.
More great stories on Pocono Mountains Magazine coming up. First, some Poca notables from across the region. The Gorge Trail connecting Hawley and Lake Wallenpaupack is officially open. The 1.6-mile uphill-downhill rough terrain trail takes hikers along the Wallenpaupack Creek and Paupack Falls near Ledges Hotel into downtown Hawley.
Did you know America's best gin martini is in the Poconos? Barley Creek Brewing Company in Tannersville was awarded the top honor by the American Distilling Institute. Try their Blue Zone gin on site and take a bottle to go.
Oh gosh, oh my gosh.
Also in Tannersville, Treetop Adventures is back open at Camelback Resort after 3 years of revamping the course. Enjoy aerial obstacles and zip lines complementing other mountain activities perfect for summer and fall. And check out Camelback's brand new restaurant, Alta Vida, with delicious Mexican dishes and drinks.
He was at the dawn of American organized sports.
A documentary on the athlete Jim Thorpe aired on the History Channel this summer. Lit by Lightning explored the legendary journey of the namesake of the town in Carbon County as Thorpe won gold medals and battled racism throughout his life.
Being able to express ourselves was really important. And no, I did not think I would be painting on a dumpster ever, so.
East Stroudsburg University students are turning dumpsters into art. 11 dumpsters in Stroudsburg have become unusual canvases for creative designs, complementing other artistic projects in the borough.
And the Himalayan Institute took top honors in the USA Today 10 Best Readers' Choice Awards for Best Yoga Retreat Center. The Institute also placed third for Best Meditation Center in the country. Congrats to the Himalayan Institute.
Great things can come in threes. We can prove it. Case in point, Great Wolf Lodge. It's great family time. It's great kids stuff. It's great splishes and splashes. It's great sunshine time. It's great you alone time. Or not.
Best of all, it's in the Pocono Mountains. Who says good things can't come in threes? Great Wolf would say, hot paws. Right, honey?
Hey guys, Jim Hamill here. One of my favorite pastimes here in the Poconos is golfing. So here at Woodloch Springs, we wanted to enlist a cast of characters to go out on the Springs course here with us. We've got Patrick, John, and Ryan here, the social media guy from Woodloch. We're gonna go play some golf, guys. You ready?
Let's do it, baby.
Come on now.
Let's do it.
Do it.
Let's lose some balls.
Hey!
Woo!
All right, number 1 here at Woodloch Springs, and our team's ready to go. A little friendly wager here. John and Ryan are up against me and Patrick. Everybody's stretched.
Intimidation.
Losers.
But they have a pro.
You got a pro.
They got a
Guess
pro.
You got
what?
a pro.
All
I'm
right.
gonna get in his head is my goal.
I would try and get in my head because I'm easily influenced.
Patrick, this
All right.
is your course.
My course.
You grew up here.
Yep.
You were born with a wedge in your hand. Get there.
Now the
Good.
golfer with the most rounds this year.
Yeah, hey.
Oh, that'll work.
Got my grandfather's old putter.
That looks like, I thought that was Happy
The old-
Gilmore's
the old blade.
hockey stick.
Holy
there.
cow, Billy Baru. Billy.
All the new technology.
Come on.
That was the
Go,
right
come
line.
on,
Just need
go.
to,
Come on.
you got to split those. You know, I'm not a follower, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn.
Oh. Dip.
Oh. All right.
So slippery.
Those are good. That's a tie.
That's the thing about this Woodloch Springs. You could lose some balls.
You can find some golf.
Balls. But you also have a little bit of challenge at every hole.
Well, the biggest challenge we have here is obviously our green complexes, right? It's not the longest golf course in the area, but what really makes it challenging is, you know, you've got to be on the below the hole or on the right side of the hole, because if you're not, conditions are always good, the greens are always fast, and it's a lot of break.
Take it easy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I forgot my golf shoes. I didn't put my golf shoes on.
Oh, that's it.
That's what it is?
Now
Is it now?
I'm a very serious golfer.
Yeah.
I have them with me.
Get there.
Oh no, he made it.
Oh yeah.
Oh!
That was
Maybe
it.
it
That was
wasn't
it. You know, ever since you put those shoes on, things have turned
Unbelievable,
around.
these things. I think I can jump higher.
Characters. Cast of characters.
Shot.
John, have you heard Ryan sing yet?
Singer?
I've only seen a video.
He's a crooner. No,
Yep.
don't, a little bit.
He's
Tenor, baritone,
he's
what do you
really good.
He's a
Like
John
tenor range,
Pillar
I would say.
of singing.
I was just trying to talk in John's backswing. That's
No,
all.
I do most of the talking in my own swing. You got to see the guys I play golf with are like, well, you never shut up.
Oh, he's a Kiesendahl. Look
Get
at
up.
him.
There you go.
Get up. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Came up.
Oh. Oh boy.
Bam! Jerk.
Woo!
You
That's what I'm
jerk.
talking about.
You're kind of new to the Woodloch family.
Earlier in June, I was my 1-year mark. They've been fantastic to me here, and they've allowed me, you know, freedom to experiment and try new things, which has been the best part.
We might have to measure that one.
So you guys have really been about for generations now, the family aspect, I think, the Woodloch.
We're all about bringing families together, right? We think of how can grandma and grandpa do it? Can the grandkids do it? And will everybody in between have a good time? And we'll never lose that. You know, we're passionate about it.
That could go in. Oh! Oh! Come on, Jimmy! I'll even do one of those.
buddy, thank you.
That was awesome.
Thank you.
Yes!
Yeah.
Woo. Victory!
My friend. Thanks for playing today, guys.
My pleasure.
This was absolutely my pleasure. What you guys have here is special. John Pillar,
Appreciate you. Yep,
good
thank
friend.
you.
Ryan, keep up promoting Woodloch.
Thank you.
Great family experience. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Do it again.
Surrounded by the quiet embrace of nature, Magnolia Streamside Resort is not just a getaway. It offers something increasingly rare in today's world: true stillness. Curated with intention and care by two sisters with a shared dream. I'm here with Powerhouse Sisters Deanna and Oksana. So ladies, tell me where the idea came from to start Magnolia Streamside Resort.
We both lived in New York City 8 years ago, had a pretty colorful and vibrant life, but I think both of us had that feeling inside that something was missing. You know, we were yearning to create something of our own. We both are very passionate about people, about healing, about welcoming and hosting people, and that was it. And then the place, I guess, just found itself.
Where did the idea to create a place for someone to unplug and reconnect in this beautiful oasis that you have here? It's like a gem, a little hidden gem.
So we were quite experienced with finding that refuge in nature. We both grew up in Ukraine, and we grew up living with our grandmother in just the freedom of exploring forests and rivers and fields. And we always found that that balanced us. So the desire was to bring that to the audience, you know, to create a place where others could find that kind of refuge as well.
Deanna and Oksana invite their guests to step away from the chaos of everyday life, reconnect with themselves, with each other, and with nature.
It's not about people just kind of renting space, coming and leaving. It's our home. So we treat it like our home. And I think that adds a little bit extra to the guest experience as well, and certainly enriches our life quite a bit.
What does wellness mean to the both of you and how you live it day to day?
Really just finding your peace within yourself, and I feel like nature really helps with that. And we always tell people they come here to disconnect, to connect, to reconnect again. And I think the nature not only helped us, it helped us, and we are sharing how it could also be very helpful for others as well.
Nature has always been at the heart of their vision, and the amenities on property reflect that.
We do have a few amenities here: the pool, the chickens, and especially people from the city, they love the chickens and connecting with them. The fishing pond, so fishing is available, hiking, and as well as cold plunge and ice plunge in the stream. So that has been very popular here.
Only.
Well, it's chill plunge right now
That is true.
in the summer, and now real ice plunge in the winter.
And
so,
I saw
all
some
year
hammocks
round.
all around for relaxing moments. Love that.
Yes, lots of meditation, just stops there. You can, take a pause during your hike and reconnect with yourself and continue on.
In 2017, Oksana and Deanna purchased the property with just 3.5 acres, 6 cottages, and 3 suites. Later, they had the opportunity to expand the land to 118 acres, where they still live today. And after hosting Oksana's wedding on site, guests said this place was made for celebrations, inspiring the creation of their wedding menu, designed to share the beauty of the property with other couples. What began as a simple retreat has grown into a destination for rest, connection, and unforgettable moments. So now we're in your amazing wellness center. We're in this really cool room with a lot of screens. Tell me about it.
So this is one of the newest services that we added to Magnolia Quantum Wellness and Med Spa. It's a 24-unit energy enhancement system. State-of-the-art, revolutionary technology that focuses on frequency and energy to really enhance the natural healing processes in our body. Originally, the vision for this space was to have a boutique hotel and a wellness center. But as we opened our doors to the wellness center and truly saw the magnitude of need for healing in our community, we decided to expand the wellness center. So we converted the ground floor of this building and turned it into 6,000 square feet building devoted to holistic wellness services.
They've expanded their wellness offerings to include a full med spa and a variety of services such as a hyperbaric oxygen chamber, red light therapy, med bed, biocharger. Guests also enjoy float therapy, a steam room, cryotherapy, and a halo salt room, some of their most popular and restorative experiences.
I think the wellness center really allowed us to broaden our mission, and that is to bring health and balance to people. Both of us were actually using a lot of these services and traveling out of town to New York and Philadelphia area. So both of us were like, why don't we just bring all of these services here? And of course, it all aligned. We got this amazing building, and that's kind of how the journey started.
And what was the phrase you said earlier about the body healing itself?
The power that made the body heals the body.
In a world that never stops, Magnolia Streamside Resort and Magnolia Quantum Wellness Center invite you to pause, reconnect, and heal. I'm Deanna Fontanez with the Pocono Television Network.
Where can you camp, glamp, go horseback riding, swimming, hiking, and so much more? We'll show you the spot coming up on Pocono Mountains Magazine.
Not just trail rides, but 3 generations of a family legacy coming up on Pocono Mountains Magazine.
This edition of Pocono Mountains Magazine is presented by St. Luke's Monroe Campus and East Stroudsburg University.
Great things can come in threes. We can prove it. Case Point, Camelback Resort. It's great kids stuff. It's great splishes and splashes. It's great you alone time. Or not. And in wintertime, it's great skiing.
Best of all, it's in the Pocono Mountains. Great things do come in threes. Camelback, Resort of Adventure.
We're saddling up for another adventure in the Pocono Mountains. This one involves horses, but that's just one part of the overall experience. Come along. Welcome to Pocono Camp Glamp in Jim Thorpe. The over 500-acre property features nearly 40 newly renovated log cabins in different styles, plus tent and full hookup RV sites.
We're walking down steps that we built.
Hit the hiking trails, leading to stocked streams for fishing, and this swimming hole, a hidden gem where people and pets can cool off on a hot summer day. Jim Thorpe Horse Adventures is also on site with guided tours open to the public and overnight guests. 12-year-old Charlie and 10-year-old Olive are here for the first time, enjoying a quiet family getaway.
It's really nice. I used to live in upstate New York, so I love being in the woods.
It's very naturey.
This was a baseball field, as you can see in the corner.
Kevin Jones co-founded Pocono Camp Glamp in October 2024. For Kevin, who operates upscale vacation rentals in Lake Harmony, and his 2 business partners, brothers who are home builders in the Poconos, this was a familiar yet new venture.
None of us knew anything about campgrounds and RV spots and log cabins, but it just looked like one of those things you couldn't pass on. And you can see the vision that we had, and we've only been open for a year now, but the vision is people on hiking trails, people around campfires with s'mores, little kids on horseback. You can see what this could be, and we're just getting started.
This property was once a beloved YMCA camp, then a juvenile justice camp to rehabilitate teens in trouble with the law, which shuttered in 2019.
It had been sitting for probably 4 years, just sitting here, starting to waste away.
Look closely and you'll see remnants of the camp's former life, like this zip line tucked in the woods, and a rock climbing wall which Pocono Camp Glamp plans to revitalize.
There's just a lot here, all that slowly has to be brought back to life.
The cabins have glamp-like features including air conditioning and heating, Wi-Fi, kitchenettes, and private bathrooms in some. This large cabin and surrounding units are great for girls' getaways and other large gatherings, with a communal fire pit and vast views.
I had this pre-belief in my head of who would come camping, and boy was it wrong. We get everything from New Yorkers that have never been camping to a Harvard girls' college reunion. So it's all over the board. So who comes has been nothing but a steady surprise and kind of pleasant.
2 new pools will soon be under construction, making a splash alongside the game room, pickleball, volleyball, and basketball courts. The social hall, where campers once ate their meals, is also being remodeled.
So the plan is to provide some more amenities.
Skirmish, the world's largest paintball field, whitewater rafting, state parks, and downtown Jim Thorpe are all a short drive from Pocono Camp Glamp, a special place being revived with a fresh vision while reconnecting to its roots.
We love seeing people that are here and happy, and it is all over the board. It's just not mom and dad with 2.5 children. It's groups of 20-year-old girls. It's groups of 50-year-old guys. It's all over the board what's up here on any given weekend. And there's something about a bunch of people at different campfires, and they walk around and they talk to each other. So it breaks down a lot of barriers, and yeah, it's pretty spectacular. It's pretty spectacular.
Back here with the horses, Jim Thorpe Horse Adventures is open seasonally by special appointment, while you could stay at Pocono Camp Glamp year-round. Now let's go check in with Deanna at another spot where you could horseback ride in the Poconos.
If you're craving a break from the noise, the traffic, and a busy lifestyle, Daisy Field Farm might just be what you need. It's a quiet mountain spot where you can hop on a horse, ride through the woods, and see the land through the eyes of a family that's lived here for generations. Owner Mick Mertz shared how his lifelong connection to horses and farming took root early on.
My love for horses didn't start with me, it came from my family. It was just like in the genes. Because my grandfather was an old timer who never gave up the horses. He loved them so much. He kept the horses after the business died, and he farmed with them. And then my dad continued the tradition. He loved horses. He farmed. He lived like they did in the 18th century. We grew up farming with horses, and it was just part of our lives.
Mick tried other paths, college, different careers, but eventually the call of the farm brought him back.
It was like the natural thing. I fell back into the horse business. And then 51 years ago, I met my wife, Judy. Somehow we got really lucky, and she found this little piece of ground. And we started with the horses almost immediately, but we used to drive all the way to the resorts in the Poconos to do our business. But in the meantime, all those years when we were traveling around, this was always the center of our lives. And we raised 3 kids here. They all followed the family instincts, loved the outdoors, loved the horses. They're all instinctive horsemen, instinctive outdoorsmen, and we all love nature, love horses. And that's what we do.
Mick takes pride in the family he's raised and the lessons he's passed on to his grandsons, who now help run the farm and tours as the 3rd generation.
This place we live, it's called Ole Valley, this valley we live in, and so this song is about where we live. Things move slow in Ole Valley.
Growing up on the farm was, an amazing experience. My brothers and I were, very free range, and we really got to enjoy all the benefits of growing up here and working here. We're so pleased every day to be able to get up and work with each other.
Mick passed down a deep respect for the land, teaching his grandsons to grow up connected to it.
My grandfather always instilled that in us. You grow up with wildlife literally all around you, sometimes in the house even. It gets very exciting. You learn how the world actually works rather than, all the materialistic stuff going on. You have to do what matters. You have to take care of stuff. You really build a sense of responsibility, getting up and taking care of something else every day. And having my grandfather here as a role model is definitely the biggest inspiration. He's by far the hardest worker I've ever met, and trying to live up to that is something I strive for.
Aiden and his brothers are committed to carrying on the farm and their grandfather's legacy.
In one way or another, the farm is always going to be open land, dedicated to wildlife and animals, and I don't think it could ever be anything else. It has to be this way.
The farm offers a diverse selection of horses to ensure there's a perfect match for every guest, regardless of skill or confidence.
It's great to just share that little connection with nature. Obviously we live it every single day, but it's nice for somebody who doesn't have the same atmosphere that I have to come experience this, even if it's just for a short little while. It's something that everybody should experience.
Once I dreamed I left the valley on a pony who could fly. The whole package is just a wonderful environment between nature and the horses and family, and it's paradise. Not everybody is fortunate enough to have this kind of life, so I'm really pleased with the way things have turned out. I had to let her go.
Here, it's not just about riding horses. It's about slowing down and soaking it all in. The family at Daisy Field Farm aren't just sharing their horses, they're sharing their home. I'm Deanna Fontanez with the Pocono Television Network.
These kids and kids like me at heart are having a great summer here in the water and on the land, like the beach here at Promised Land State Park. We'll take you on another exploration of these state parks coming up on Pocono Mountains Magazine.
Great things can come in threes. We can prove it. Case in point, Kalahari Resorts and Conventions. It's great food. It's great beverages. It's great you alone time. Or not. It's great splishes and splashes. It's great kid stuff.
Best of all, it's in the Pocono Mountains. Great things do come in threes, and Kalahari sets the standard for flying.
Good morning from Promised Land State Park here in the beautiful Pocono Mountains. My daughter Prudence and I got to sleep overnight here at Pickerel Point Campground at one of the oldest state parks in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Promised Land is steeped in history and has so much beauty and so much to do. We wanted to take you on a little tour of Promised Land as we explore state parks in the Poconos. Enjoy. Midsummer and Promised Land State Park is alive with activity along the beach and along the trails, campsites nestled in the woods, and tours highlighting the park's New Deal era beginnings.
Boots are on the ground May 6th of 1933 here in Promised Land.
This park has 2 lakes, cabins for rent, and some rich programming thanks to volunteers.
I like the stripes on that one.
Promised Land really lives up to its name. What's your personal connection with Promised Land?
I met my husband up here.
You did? Kara Derry paddled on Promised Lake with me. She's part of the new Friends of Promised Land group that's supporting the park in a whole host of ways, including a duathlon in August aiming to be an annual event for Kara and her husband Jim. This is home.
I fell in love with the park as much as I fell in love with him.
Ah.
We just got married this past December.
Congratulations.
Thanks. We all love it. Love it. That's why we are advocating strongly for the park and seeing how we can work in conjunction with the park management to make improvements to the park.
Promised Land has no shortage of volunteers. Take Art in the Park, for example. For more than 2 decades, Shelley has led this program using upcycled materials and kids' imaginations to foster a love of the natural world all around.
Because we love the park. You know what we do this for? I get hugs and smiles.
Art in the Park and programs like it at Promised Land are free. There's even a junior park ranger program complete with its own badge. One of the many ways families can spend their time amongst the 3,000 acres here.
Summer we think of as like our busy time, but we get leaf peepers in the fall, we get ice fishermen in the winter time, and people coming for cross-country skiing.
Sarah Jade Woodsmith manages the park with her army of staffers and volunteers.
We have a lot of dedicated people in the area, people who come up from, and stay in the cabins for a long time. A lot of love in this park. We do a lot of things with our volunteers. They're amazing. Like the Art in the Park has been running for about over 40 years. We get like 15 volunteers, 4 different art projects with a different topic every week, and they really make it shine. It is an absolutely beloved program.
In addition to the popular programming, there are so many picturesque views. Birdwatching from this view on Lowered Lake is something special.
We have different sorts of trails. We have some more intense hiking, and because we're surrounded by Delaware State Forest, if you wanted to go for a 10-mile hike, you absolutely could. But if you're looking for something shorter, you can go check out, Little Falls Trail, where we have like a waterfall. It's only half a mile to go out and back. You could do Conservation Island. It's pretty flat. It's a little more stroller friendly, and you can walk that. So that's something that's a little more accessible to people.
Camping is also a big part of Promised Land. Some campsites even accommodate horses. Others allow dogs. There are some spots for tents or campers, and for those who want a roof over their heads, a dozen cabins in the Bear Wallow colony, a throwback to a simpler time.
So these are our cabins. They were built by the CCC.
Look at that.
You can see some of the old ironwork they did right in their own blacksmith shop, and these are original.
During our stay at Promised Land, we got camp set up at Pickerel Point. Then got hungry, so we headed to Mountain House Tavern down the road a bit for wings, cheesesteaks, and some cold ones. By morning, the sunrise gave us some vibrant colors to wake up to. It's the kind of scenery that folks like Kara know and love at this place called Promised Land.
If you listen, there are no gas-powered boats allowed on this lake.
Yeah.
Just the quiet electric. You can only go so fast, so you don't have the fear of the ripples or the loud noises from the engines.
And before we close the book on exploring Promised Land State Park,
So the park's been here a long time.
a history lesson from environmental educator Josh Heath on how this nearly century-old state park even came to be in the first place.
In 1933, the CCC were put here until July of 1941. But a bulk of what you guys still use today was created during those 9 years.
The Masker Museum here is full of reminders of that time during the Great Depression, when young men worked and worked to make something here. Heath and others at Promised Land are ensuring that history remains an integral part of the park experience.
Everything else pretty much, maybe some snacks. Maybe a candy bar or two. Because the mess hall is not going to provide that. You know, they're gonna make sure I gain some weight. So 20% was the average weight that was gained by CCC men during the course of their enrollment.
We have a whole museum dedicated to the boys who built this park. They built the Bear Wallow cabins, one of the pavilions. We have a couple of buildings. The museum itself is one of the original CCC buildings, and they built the entire road around the lake, North Shore Road and everything.
Everything that's man-made and nature's making, all rolled up in the aptly named Promised Land. Thanks for exploring Promised Land State Park with us. To learn more, head to PoconoTelevision.com. This has been Jim Hamill with the Pocono Television Network. Looking for an alternative to staying at Promised Land State Park? Look no further than Ferncrest, a glamping campground with 24 tents, some of them air-conditioned domes, right down the road from the entrance to the park.
Although you're not in the state park like you are with the state campgrounds, you're getting something a little bit different, but still getting access to the park like everybody else.
Ferncrest isn't like a lot of other campgrounds. Like its sister property up the road, the Rex Hotel, both properties have thought of everything for those looking for comfort in nature.
The vision is to make sure that it doesn't go too far away from camping, that you don't have those nostalgic campy vibes. So we have a camp store, we have really luxurious bathrooms, and we have these amazing tents, 2 different types of tents. We have a dome tent, which is almost like a hotel room. And then we have the Crest tent, which is going to be a little bit more like the traditional campground experience. But everything about this is to really reconnect with nature.
Book your next stay near Promised Land at campferncrest.com or at the nearby micro hotel, staytherex.com. He was the driver behind the wheel of the Pocono Mountains Chevy for the Explore the Pocono Mountains 250 this summer. Meet Matt with Viking Motorsports. That's coming up on Pocono Mountains Magazine.
Learn what makes you unique with no-cost genetic screening through DNA Answers, a community health research program available through St. Luke's. Learn how your DNA impacts your health and if you are at risk for certain cancers and hereditary high cholesterol, a cause of heart disease. Gaining a better understanding of your genetic health risks can help you and your doctor personalize your care for a healthier future. Health insurance is not required to participate. Learn more at dnaanswers.org.
I'm just a car guy, even in general. I love cars, I love engines, I love the sound. I enjoy it like a little kid. I think that joy is what fuels me. Not taking it for granted, knowing it can be taken away from you in an instant. Appreciating every little race that you get to do, and remembering like my name is on, a NASCAR race car. I grew up in Northern California in a smaller town called Grass Valley. I didn't necessarily grow up in a racing family, but my dad did like cars. He had a drag car when I was growing up and young, so he would do that a little bit. Whenever God made me, he just poured a little bit of motor oil in my veins as well. I got a four-wheeler when I was 5 years old, so it was just kind of what I was naturally inclined to do, was riding four-wheelers, dirt bikes, loved cars, loved racing ever since I was 4 or 5. For my 7th birthday, my parents surprised me with a cart to go out and start racing for the first time. Kind of a cheaper, very entry-level car. Didn't want to spend much. They didn't know if it would last for a week or two or a month or a year or what. And sure enough, it turned into a whole lot more than that. I ran 2 races, and it was at the end of the season. And then the people we bought the cart from actually called my dad and said, "Hey, I think Matt's going to be really good." And my dad, knowing nothing about racing, was like, "Well, what are you trying to sell me?" And he was like, "No, I really think, Matt's going to be good. He can run for Rookie of the Year next year." So they actually went, my parents bought a nicer, brand new go-kart, new engine and stuff to go out there and have better stuff. And the first race we went out to, we won. That was kind of the start of it all. We were kind of winning everything out there on the West Coast, and we were actually pushed by other people, like competitors and other people, saying, "Hey, you guys need to pursue this with Matt. He's got the talent and the ability." And we were my parents were looking for maybe a move anyways, and so we knew that North Carolina and the East Coast is sort of the hub for NASCAR, and that was my dream. We didn't really totally know what we were up against when we're just kind of an all-in family, and we have all-in personalities, so it was kind of like a musician moving to Nashville and then be like, "Oh wow, a lot of people trying to do the same things." I switched over to asphalt racing, started racing stock cars at a local level, and got noticed by Joe Gibbs Racing, and that was kind of like my entry and start into my NASCAR career, which that was about around 2008, 2009. So and that was also when the economy was, at a tough time. So one day I came home from high school, and my parents felt bad, but I came home to our truck, race trailer, our 2 race cars, our 2 engines, and everything in our race shop being cleaned out and gone, sold, the whole program sold. And they sat me down and told me, there's like, "Hey, we just can't quite keep going financially like this. We're okay, but if we keep going, it's a little bit beyond our means where we're at right now." And so I had a good attitude about it. I was always raised to not be a spoiled brat and to appreciate what I have. So I was like, it's okay. I appreciate what my parents have sacrificed and all, but there was just that fire in me. I couldn't let it go. Got a phone call not too long after from a team in Asheville, North Carolina, Mitch West Racing, and they had actually better stuff than what we had. So I jumped in their stuff and ran some big races, big late model races for them, and became the youngest winner ever at Bristol Motor Speedway. That was really neat, propelled my career to get me a door into NASCAR. I think what surprises most people about us as NASCAR drivers and athletes is we have to really, do all our prep work before, because our race days are typically kind of crazy. It's a lot of sponsor appearances, a lot of interacting with your guests, and all that really right up until the second you strap in the car. So my main things I focus on are getting a lot of rest the night before, eating well, being very hydrated because we sweat out a lot in that race car. It can be up to 130 degrees inside the race car. So those are the main things I focus on. Right up until when the window net goes up and you're strapped in and firing up the car, then it's all of a sudden like, all right, I'm in my office. This is my safe space, my comfy space, and I'm ready to go, and that's when all the noise gets tuned out. I think if people rode along with us inside the race cars, they would be like, these people are certifiably insane. They're playing bumper cars at 200 miles an hour. Pocono Raceway, it's totally unique. It's its own animal. And we go to a lot of racetracks. Many of them you can compare to others, almost every one of them. This one, it truly is its own one of a kind because, number one, you got off of turn 3 here, it says what turn 4 because there is no turn 4. Or, normally running conventional oval tracks. You have 3 completely distinct turns. Not one of them are the same as the other, which presents a lot of challenges from the setup side of things. How do you get your car to perform like you want through 3 totally different style of corners? So that's fun. The front straightaway is incredibly long, so you have, drafting and a lot of planning ahead to do. So that's a big thing. You can get lured into, I think I can pass this guy, but you actually need to be thinking way ahead because the straightaways are so long. You're sailing it off in the corner right on the absolute ragged edge of everything that your car can do and produce. And you're in crazy traffic. You have to really calm all the nerves, tune out all the emotion, and be focused and treat it like you're just playing chess at a table. That's how I see the clearest vision in front of me. That's how I can kind of see and predict and see things unfold before they happen. There's so many things that make this place unique, and for me personally, just fun as a driver.
A beloved race in a small town that's older than the Pocono Raceway itself. Hear the story of this couple taking on the Weatherly Hill Climb next month.
East Stroudsburg University. Dozens of degree opportunities, taught by exceptional faculty. Exciting campus life and the beauty of the Poconos. ESU, where everything you want is closer than you think.
The Pocono Raceway is a well-known track on the NASCAR circuit, bringing hundreds of thousands of fans together every summer for race weekend. But did you know there's another race held biannually in another part of the Poconos? Smaller than this, but still big on community and the love of racing.
Take a seat and buckle in.
Once you put the helmet on, nothing else in the world matters.
For a road filled with twists and turns.
And I just feel the car, I feel the road, and I just go.
Like life itself. Meet Crystal, a racer at the Weatherly Hill Climb, a motorsport tradition in the small town of Weatherly since 1960.
So I fell in love with it from the get-go, and it's always been my favorite event.
It's also where she fell in love with fellow racer Matt. Rivals on the road, but partners in life. The couple even celebrated the start of their marriage on the start line.
It was the most logical decision for us to have our wedding here where we met, just because of how much this event plays into our lives.
And it was great because then we didn't have to try and fit our wedding around our race schedule, and our friends from our races could be here.
Especially since some of them are coming from great distances, down south, out west, up north.
Because for us, they are just as important as our actual family is.
Every June and September, the Weatherly Hill Climb draws drivers and spectators from all over the country, racing up the mile-long hill street and competing for best time while navigating tricky turns, including a jump known for taking cars airborne, and the wall, which some can barely clear.
From when I wrecked it at Pocono and I hit the wall, I still have some of the damage from it.
Crystal and Matt proudly show off the battle scars on their vehicles from past races.
You can be on a shoestring budget to do this event. We have cars that look like just came out of their backyard, threw in some roll cage, a racing seat, a 5-point harness, and a fire extinguisher and said, yes, let's race. And then you get people who spend thousands of dollars on their cars. You get people who build their own cars from the ground up.
Crystal has been climbing the ranks and roads for 2 decades. Her love of the sport developed before she could even get behind the wheel.
From a young age, I was here. It was like 4 months when I first started coming to the events with my parents. And as I grew up, it was just something I always wanted to do.
It's a similar story for Matt, a Weatherly native.
So I would ride my bike over as a kid, probably starting at 5, 7, 8 years old, something like that. And probably used to get yelled at a couple times for doing wheelies through the parking lot and stuff like that, and down through the pits. But I have always had a passion for cars and fell in love with hill climbing. It's been a part of my life. It was always something to look forward to every 2 weekends a year. A bunch of cool, fast cars and nice people came to town, and I didn't have to go far or pay anything to see it.
The Weatherly Hill Climb is a family affair for the Hoigs. Crystal's grandfather races. Her late grandmother was involved too. Her mom, dad, daughter, aunt, and uncle also take part.
So we can start a whole new generation of people to help with keep it going.
An important mission since the Weatherly Hill Climb almost disappeared in the early 2000s due to rising costs. Crystal's family was instrumental in keeping it alive. Soon after, the Weatherly Hill Climb Association was born, maintaining the thriving experience you see today, thanks to a team of dedicated volunteers, including 2 you've already met, driving the event in more ways than one.
I'm a tech inspector.
I am the secretary/registration.
I can be found working a corner at certain events.
Coordinate workers. So, I wear many hats at this event.
There's almost nothing I won't volunteer to help with. If somebody needs something, just ask.
Part of a large network of hill climb events, all sanctioned by the Sports Car Club of America, participants say this one stands out among the rest.
I've been to all those events, and there's not one that has the community, the beauty that Weatherly has.
To me, it's almost everything.
A winding road that's led to love, friendship, and family. I'm Brianna Strunk with the Pocono Television Network.
Great story, Bri. In June, we had such a blast broadcasting live from the Weatherly Hill Climb on Pocono Television Network. I had the opportunity to be there, and it was such an adrenaline rush watching the drivers go up the hill, hearing all the engines. It was a really cool experience.
And if you'd like to experience that action in person, the Weatherly Hill Climb returns next month, September 14th and 15th. Also a great opportunity to check out the surrounding small towns and attractions.
And still plenty of summer left to be had here in the Pocono Mountains. We're going to go tee off here at Skytop. 18 holes. Wonder who's going to win here. Probably one of these ladies.
Not me.
Thanks for watching Pocono Mountains Magazine. We'll see y'all next month.